Hey, what's up, guys? We're back, and honestly, it's March 31st. I told myself I'd drop one video a month, cutting it close, waiting the last minute like always. Trying not to do that. Working on my B license right now, and it does feel like the same amount of time consumption as my PhD, but I know that's not true. It's really just because I'm procrastinating, trying to get everything else done. But as performers, that's what happens. And tonight, I want to talk about that a little bit because I saw this commercial that just ate me up the other day. Walmart app. No offense to Walmart, but the fact that it has over 500 million products available. You know, I'm not saying that's all bad because it's important for people to have choices, and it helps provide jobs. I don't know, and provide opportunities for people to get things. But man, I fear that we're worried too much about other things. And as elite athletes, performers, you guys want to do well in one thing, having a million options might not be the way to go. And we talk about that thinking, big picture. If you have the options, to go home, watch some TV instead of going to the workout, whatever. Or if you have Netflix, Disney, Prime, Hulu, you have all of them. So there's definitely something good on, something fun to watch, something that you can sit back and do nothing instead of going out and working and training. That might be a problem. So with all these options, I think it's just important to remember that if you want to perform well in your craft, you need to focus. And then on the field, we talk about options. And there's something we call decision fatigue. And that's something to consider when in your sport. Let's say you have the ball. Should I dribble? Should I pass? Should I shoot? Whatever. Uh, the endless decisions. Well, actually, okay, those three are basic and important. But where should I go with it? What should I do with it? Who's the open man? Let's talk soccer for a second. You got 10 other guys on the field. Not knowing what you're going to do beforehand slows you down. And coaches always tell you, be ahead of the game, think 2 or 3 steps ahead, have plan A, B, C, those options. Because then when you have those, they're the best, you know what you want to do. If it closes off, you still have your second option. If that closes off, you still have your third. You can make the decision beforehand. You can clear things up in your head before you have to execute the physical skill. And that's going to help, obviously, as an athlete, as a performer, really in anything, but especially the more advanced levels, the quicker the game goes. And you have to be aware of that to make sure you're focusing on the right things. So really just want to emphasize and remind you all that, because this is all about balance. Everything I want to talk about on this channel, or at least for now, is just that balance part, that balance section. And it's really important to remember what we're focused on. And I think I know I've talked about this a little bit in the other 2 videos. What we're focused on, what we're prioritizing, and what importance we or what value we give to each of those different things. So when we're looking at where we need to go from here, what we need to do, considering a good schedule, a good routine, and of course the basic, wake up, brush your teeth, eat, all these little things you have to do throughout the day just to survive. And then you need to schedule in those times to visualize, to work on your breathing techniques, to stretch, to work out, to train, to do skill specific, to do skill specific trainings, and of course, time with your team, time with with your coaches, however you can get it. Trying to find the balance with all that, but trying to maximize the time, and maximizing the time again goes to having fewer options and trying to make sure that you don't have decision fatigue. You don't have, I think it's called like the other word for it is like choice overload. Making sure that you can be the best at all times because you're not trying to do too much. You don't think that everything matters because then really nothing really, really, really truly matters. You can focus on what you need to focus on in the moment to perform.